Welcome along to the EXFL Tier 2 Season 6 Austrian Grand Prix. We're here for round 10 of 22. I am F1 Union, and in the commentary box tonight is Chaz F1. Chaz, how are you tonight? It is indeed. We're going to have a bit of a switch up from Nick to Chaz tonight. We think it's fitting because this time 4 seasons ago he won this very race, the Austrian Grand Prix. Didn't you, Chaz? It's been 2 years ago, I believe now, back on F1 2020, a crazy end to the race with a classic end of race safety car, which we have had quite a lot this season. So we'll see if we get another one. 13 drivers in the lobby at the moment. We're expecting anywhere between 15 to 17. Someone might join in qualifying. But yes, 18-minute qualifying, 36-lap race. It's going to be a heck of a race, I am sure, because Austria always delivers something. We've got 5 minutes before we ready up. I'm going to send the stream into the chats within that time, and we'll get into it. Last time out, Canada, probably the most hectic Tier 2 race in terms of clips we have had in a while. I think 19 clips for stewarding we had to go through. Changed the order a little bit, but Sin Icon in the Red Bull did keep the win. His restarts were classed as acceptable, so he wins his second race of the season after Baku, and he's now only trailing his teammate Bratty Terror, who actually has a qualifying ban for today, only by 10 points, but they're still 33 points behind Bramniet Lang, and Red Bull are still trailing Ferrari in the constructors. So this will be another piece to the puzzle as we approach the halfway stage of the season. And yeah, Chaz, I was just familiarising you with all the drivers. You've obviously raced against some, not raced against some others. Is there any drivers, familiar faces on the grid you can see at the moment who you think might string a surprise or two? Indeed, you got his debut win only a couple races ago, and I'm sure Williams will want to keep up that momentum after a couple difficult races. Obviously Logan got crashed out in Portugal on the first lap, didn't even make it to turn 5, and then didn't even want to race Canada and ended up getting a podium. So you never know, and you never want to give up before the checkered flag, and that, I'm sure, is hopefully what the drivers will do today. It's Frosty Life, another contender who's been looming around maybe the top 5, hasn't really progressed any further. I'm sure he'll want to make his mark because he's so promising qualifying, and then unfortunately in the race something happens. But it's going to be a very exciting race as we're only 2 minutes away. There we go, stream sent. And the other chat. Hope everyone's having a good evening as well, and I hope you're excited and ready for Tier 2. We'll have Tier 1 tomorrow in 24 hours as well. That will be streamed by Tom and Bram. It says you haven't included your audio, Chaz. I'm getting told, apparently. Yeah. Otherwise this whole time I've been speaking to myself. Okay. Will or Jason, if one of you can just let us know. Has Chaz included his audio? I'll actually message Will just in case. Will says he can't hear you, Chaz. Maybe leave the party and then rejoin. Yeah, I'll invite you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a bit annoying. Just from talking to myself, like, hi Chaz, how are you? And just silence for a minute. Alright, let's try this again.
Yeah.
Right, if you just want to maybe talk now, we'll see.
Okay, hello, I'm here. I'm doing very good this evening. Thank you, Jaden,
Chaz
for
is
asking.
talking at the moment, if you can't tell. Is he speaking? Will, Nick? It's the time approaches 7, got 14 at the moment. He's typing. Yes, they can hear you.
Alright, that's good then.
You like
I was
jazz?
I wasn't ready for a
Yeah, a silent stream.
yeah.
Right, just going to double check who we should have today. We should have JJ Francis. Yeah. Billy. Logan. Oh, Racing Boy. He's not online at the moment. Carbro, should I say. I'll send him an invite. Smithy, Noah, Bram, yeah, I've seen them. Horosia. Yeah, Horosia's here. 2 Red Bulls, yes. Luca, yes. Nathan, yes. Sam and Evan, yes. So that's 15. And then there's Josh and Cody on shore. I'll ask Josh real quick before
Yeah,
we
but
ready up.
there's only 14 in the game, so
Yeah,
one
we're
of those
just
15 isn't here.
yeah. That's strange.
Let me have a quick double check. I'll do it alongside you.
Racing. Oh man.
Yeah, it's Carbro that's
It's
not
Carbro, yeah, who I just
here.
invited.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to get underway anyway. Josh is typing now, so don't know what's happening. I'll put the ready up. Right then. I don't think Cody is racing. Ah, damn. I'll send one more invite quickly to Josh if I can make it in time. Come on. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I just did. 1 second spare. There we go. Unfortunately not tonight. Ah, okay. I don't. Okay, never mind. Oh well. Alright. This is where the fun begins. Qualifying for the Austrian Grand Prix, round 10 of 22. It's sunny, unlike last week, where, if you didn't know, Chaz, I said to Nick, we haven't had a wet qualifying or even race all season. Wouldn't it be cool to have a wet quali or race? And both of them ended up raining.
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna say both of them are raining, weren't they?
yeah. We were like, oh, it's
Yeah.
full wet for quali. At least the race will be good. And no, it did. It got worse. So we got a dry qualifying in the Styrian Hills for at least this session, and then next session we'll probably get a reaction from the drivers. Obviously, weather's on approximate. I said the thing apparently. Don't know what I said, but oh, Billy's left. Damn it. Billy. Maybe he forgot a setup or something. I'm not sure. But there we go. Qualifying has begun. 18 minutes lie ahead of us to see who will be the fastest around the 9-corner, probably 3-mile track. We don't need telemetry. And we'll see who's out first onto the track. And quickly, Chaz, what is your top 3 prediction for qualifying? There we go. Billy's back. So we have a Ferrari heading out, followed by an Aston. Or should I say AlphaTauri?
I'm not sure, to be honest, who I think top 3 would be. I reckon Bram will definitely. I reckon it'll be Bram pole, Horosia second, and Lojovic third.
Interesting. Putting some mighty praise on Logan. I think, obviously, no, Brighty Terror has to pull off as soon as possible and disqualify himself due to the quali ban as he heads out now, and we'll do that. I think, I think Sam will put it on pole, followed by. I got to put Bram up there, but I want to go a bit ballsy and say, Sam, what is Josh doing? Don't park there. You're gonna block. Never mind. I'll just go Sam, Sin Icon, and Herosia. It's a bit ballsy, but whatever.
Yeah, I've never seen Samuel race before, so I'm interested to see how he is.
Fair.
But I've heard good things, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping not to be disappointed.
Josh parking in the place where Verstappen had his engine issue back in 2020. And his car will get disqualified as Bram is just starting his lap. So Josh is in a safe area to get disqualified. We'll just wait for, there we go, the message to appear, and then we will carry on with Bram as he enters turn 2, a 16-2 for his first sector as a banker, and we'll see if anyone can match or beat that. And there's the confirmation. So Bratty will start last. He can't complain with only 14. It could have been worse, so he still has a chance to gain ground. But yes, his closest rival, his only rival really, in this championship, Bram, number 64, making his way to the end of Sector 2. We're seeing these bankers, 45-4. And if Bram can keep it valid for the final 2 corners, we'll see what the time to beat is. As we've got the 2 McLarens in front of him. One spun, I think, of Evan, I think. I wonder if he'll get in Bram's way. He might have, you know. But Bram crosses the line just to keep it intact. 5.2 is what they have to beat. And JJ Francis goes 4/10 slower. It's a short track, so we're expecting times to be very close between one another. As Noah's just starting his lap, and we've got an Alpine of Smithy, I believe, just crossing the line, 1.3 off. So, Sin Icon, Bratty Terra's teammate, he's about to finish a lap. And I think Sam is as well. Oh no, Sam's invalid. So Sin Icon crosses the line. What can he do?
He was
5.7.
He was a bit gentle on the throttle out of the last corner. It's probably lost him a few tenths.
Sin Icon.
But Sin Icon.
Interesting. Right. Got Billy on a lap currently. As we've got a yellow somewhere. I think that's just Bram getting out of the way. Right, through turn 8 and 9 for the McLaren. But he's had some solid performances, getting some decent points on the board throughout this season. When he has turned up and he crosses the line, P4 with a 6.1, and his teammate follows him now to cross the line with an invalid lap time. So we'll see Noah be the next one with an invalid lap time. And we'll see Smithy, who was up, head into the pits. I want to ride on board with someone just starting their lap, so I hope you could take us through one, Chaz. Can you see anyone starting a lap? I think Luca's about to actually. Right, yeah. So take us through this lap then, Chaz.
Well, Luca still got a point to prove. I know he's not one of the quickest, but he certainly has the pace on his day to go into the points. He takes turn 1 pretty well, gets off the curb entirely, which is what you want to do, because the curb can lose you a lot of time if you're not careful. Through the first sector, 16.5, which is 3/10 off Samuel Drake Lee's lap time. He set a 16.2 in the first sector. But now down into turn 4, you can see again off the curb. I'll tell you what, this is a decent lap from Lucas so far. It's a 46.1 in the as he crosses the second sector split. Bit gentle through the corners. It's only his first lap, so he doesn't need to go bolting it through. And now easily invalidating in the final 2 corners. You can do that because the white line is very harsh, but he's taking it slowly and safely as he goes to the final corner just to get a valid lap on the board. It's a 106.2, which is 1.1 off of Samuel Drake Lee's 105.1. Which currently tops the timing sheets with about 10 minutes to go.
Does indeed. So yes, just over 12 with, like you said, as soon as Luca was finishing sector 1, Sam put his Ferrari at the top, and they are still the team to beat. With JJ Francis currently ahead of Sin Icon. Only 7 times on the board, so still waiting for the other half to complete theirs. The 2 Williams, Herosia on the mediums for his first run. We've seen him do this a few times, but it has been a hot minute since he has done this again, and he's just heading through sector 2 now. He's got a bit of traffic. Frosty Life also got some traffic, but he's on the red mark soft compound tyres. But he's got 4 cars in front of him that might ruin his lap. 45.4 as Callum's joined. I thought he said he wasn't going to race, but he's joined. And if he can get in the sister, well, not the sister, but if he can get in the other Mercedes, then he could help them gain some ground, as Frosty Life is going to cross the line now. Let's see where he can put that Mercedes to 105.6, and it puts him half a tenth behind JJ Francis on the provisional second row. JJ Francis is just going again.
Four drivers haven't set laps yet. Both Williams drivers haven't, but the Dutch Dodo is currently coming out of the pit lane. And Nathan and Navek haven't set lap times yet either. Yeah, the Dutch Dodo, like I said at the beginning, I don't think it was caught on stream though because of the audio issues we had at the start. But
oh yeah,
a driver who I think could be a dark horse in this race. I've rated him in elsewhere and believe he has got the pace on his day. I've been informed very politely by Jaden that he did win on his debut. So if he can carry that pace over, I don't think it's out of the question seeing him fighting at the front some races as well. He just needs to find, you know, that ninth gear to.
That's a new one, but yeah, indeed. Noah, obviously the rookie of the season, I think so far. Outstanding performances. P4 on debut back in Bahrain. Unfortunate to DNF after leading a lot of Saudi, and then getting that first win. So, Chaz, as the Dutch Dodo enters turn 1, you can try again if you want.
Yeah, alright. He takes turn 1 a bit quickly, which meant that he had to kind of counter steer into the curb there, but still going at 16.1 in the first sector. That is a good lap time to have in the first sector. So we could see this lap, if he keeps it together in the second and third sectors, we could see it up fighting by the Ferraris, because they are in another league at the minute, 4 tenths ahead of JJ Francis, who seems to be their closest rival so far. Turn 4 seems to be good. He really hugging that inside curve there so we can get a good exit. And again, probably could have been tighter to the inside there, but as long as he doesn't go wide through turn 6 and turn 7, then you could probably have a good lap on your hands. And this is very, very good stuff. 45.2, and again, easy to invalidate on that curve that he's just been through. And now into the final 2 corners, he has a Haas in front of him who hopes to get out of the way. Very, very close to being invalidation there, but this Haas is giving him either some dirty air or a tow here as he goes P2, which separates the Ferraris. A good lap from the Dutch Dodo.
He was right on the limit the entire lap there. A brilliant first sector split and just trying to get the car to the line as quickly as possible. Like you said, Chance, with that Haas in front, he gave him a bit of a slip towards the line, but he must have been just crushing his teeth together in the final 2 corners, hoping it would get out the way. But yes, the Dutch Dodo splits the Ferraris, and yeah, only a half a tenth off pole. As there's Cody, so we're going to have 16, so that's great, as Callum is on his outlap. So yeah, it's back to 4 people without a lap at the moment. 3 of the 4 are in the garage still. So let's see who's on a lap. Luca finding 3 tenths now, so this is going to get into the 1 minute 5s. Through the turn 6 and 7 complex goes the American team as he now enters the final 2 corners. Can he keep it within the confines and not invalidate? 1 corner to go, right on the cusp. So here comes the Haas across the line. Can he get up to P6 minimum? It's P7 unfortunately for now, but he'll still be happy with that. P6, remember last time out, first points of the season, and he was very happy indeed with that, as Cody does take control of the other Alpine now in this competition. And now we got Sin Icon entering the pits, so I'm guessing it wasn't a great run for him. But now we see the Ferrari's second run. Bram has invalidated, and Sam is just down on his time. So we're right on the cusp of 1 minute 04s, but they're going to need to find quite a bit still. Finding a tenth and a half around such a short track is going to be very hard to do, as Sam darts into the pit lane after a very wide exit of turn 8. What about the Mercedes of Frosty Life? Weaving for some reason, but I'm guessing he's starting a lap. And his teammate
Herozia.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, Herozia is on a lap and he's just finishing it. I've been watching him very quietly here. It seems to be a decent lap again, pushing his car to the limit, but probably could have gone a little bit faster in some areas of the track as he goes around the final corner. It doesn't look like it will challenge at the front, but it will put him up to P8.
Yeah, he's a bit off the pace at the moment, unfortunately. obviously winning the opening round. It's gone a bit downhill since, but he's shown promise of some good results. And I think what he needs is just some consistency after missing a round or so, being ill. Unfortunately, he's all well and better, but now he just needs to focus on his racecraft, and hopefully he'll deliver. As JJ Francis now crosses the line to, I believe, start his lap. Yes, he does. As Frosty Life has found nearly 2.5 tenths. So let's see where this gets him, because this will put him only P4, but you never know. These last sectors of any track, really, you never know how much pace you can find. As he was right on the cusp towards the line, and he goes up to P4 and only a tenth off Bram. So he found a lot of time because he was right on the limit at the exit of the last corner. And now we'll see, as JJ Francis has found a few hundredths. Callum, 1 minute 6.7. Slowest time so far, but I don't know if he's going again. He's got barely any ERS. We've got a yellow somewhere. I think it's just the Ferrari.
He is
Brown.
going, but he's hardly up, Callum.
Callum. Oh, and that's why
That's invalid.
that is.
Ooh.
Yes. In the pits.
Please don't do that in the race, Callum.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, obviously they're not going to be full AI and just literally slow down to 60, obey the white line. They will turn into the corner normally and then dart in. But it is one of those kind of dangerous pit entries you don't really get at a lot of tracks.
Cody has set a really good middle sector.
Yeah, I'm riding on board with him at the moment.
45.5.
0.5. So this could put him... Where do you think, Chaz? Quick prediction as he heads through the final two corners.
Top 5, definitely.
Top
You
5.
just keep it going.
Well, he's kept it all 4 on the racetrack, so he crosses the line. It's a 1 minute 5.5, and he does go P5. Does Pro Cody 07. Very nice guess, Chaz, and very good lap from Pro Cody to get that Alpine into 5th after joining very late. What about his teammate Smithy? Only a 106.4, nearly a full second off his teammate. Smithy, after being a consistent point scorer, has found himself at the bottom end of the finishers, being in P11 for quite a few races. It's been such an unlucky run recently. And Nathan, I think it's worth mentioning a shout here. For as long as I can remember, I'm going to turn the telemetry on for this as well. For as long as I can remember, he has been having 0 ERS the entire race. And I finally, during this last week, addressed it and asked him why. And he just keeps it on the entire race. He just keeps his ERS on all the time. So I did give him a few pointers of, like, just use it on straights. Don't use it all the time. You got to save it. He does save it in safety cars. But yeah, maybe we'll take that on board
So he
now.
just had his overtake button on the whole time?
Yes, the entire race. Like by lap 2 or 3,
How does he
it's
not
down
spin?
to... That's what I thought. Sometimes he does, but...
That's fair play to him, to be honest.
I mean, we'll see in the race. I think we got to keep attention to it. I never have telemetry on during quali because it's useless, but in the race I will. But yeah, he's currently in P11 now. It's very close between him to Erosia and in Smithy as well, so fine margins. Ignoring Callum's lap, the whole field is separated by just over a second. And I'm sure Callum,
Come on,
because that was...
Callum.
Oh, it's his first run. I'm sure you'll find a lot more time. But we've still got Logan.
Yeah,
the two
definitely.
Kelly brothers down in 14th and
Yeah,
15th.
I don't know where Logan is.
He's in the pits. But Evan
yeah, I
just
don't know
starting
what
his
he's
lap.
doing. Yeah, Evan is going.
Right, so taking a very aggressive line into turn 1 and getting it just right not to invalidate. Evan attacked that curve. Probably the best I've seen of any driver so far. But a 16.1 is what it has to be, and he's done a 16.2. We haven't really seen Evan be really a top 5 contender, but he's had some decent solid qualifyings as he avoids the Ferrari. That might lose him a couple thousandths, but he's got a clear track in front of him for the rest of the lap. And now he's got the tight entry of turn 4, which he does very nicely indeed, avoiding the outside curb, and now runs his car towards the long left-hander of turn 5, making sure not to invalidate on the exit. He's gone a bit wide, but counteracts it. 45.8. So this could put him... Oh, he's lost the rear. That I was going to say at a corner where you can so easily lose it. I was going to say this could put him well into the top 8 potentially, but the lap is ruined. And how long do we have left? Only 2 minutes 13. I say if Evan gets in the pits right now, he can get another lap in. But he stays out. Is he fueled for another run? What about Noah and Sam? I think Sam's just about to start it because he's on 4-minute lap time for some reason. Noah's slowing down, so he's getting ready. Bram, Frosty and Sin in the pit lane as Sin exits it now. We're going to see a bit of traffic unfold here, I think. Cody down to 6. Who went up? Was it Frosty? Oh, I think it was Sin, actually. So Sin went to 5th, I think. 9 thousandths in front of Cody. But he's just come out the pit, so if I'm wrong, then oh well.
I don't
Cody's
think
just
Logan's going,
started.
so I think Logan is going to be
Really?
15th.
Oh wow. Okay then.
I don't know where he is. Yeah.
Hmm. I think he said something about being late, but we got 1 minute 17. So yeah, that's it for Logan. He's not gonna set a lap time, and he will start this race down in 15th.
Evan.
Evan. The spin.
Evan messed up at the same corner again. He kept it facing the right way, but he's backed off.
Well, this lap's gonna count, as that's it for Noah. P2. Where has he crashed? Or given? I can't even tell. But across the line for Evan, 106.8. It's gonna be. Like, he was only just over half a tenth behind Callum. But now, we will see the lap times from across the line for Sam to, I think, now start his final run with 40 seconds left in qualifying. Sid follows him closely behind. And then behind him will come Erosio, as that's it for Cody, I think, into the gravel. And we'll start seeing these lap times one by one. Let's see, as Frosty, I think, is just starting his. So we'll see Callum now on an invalid lap. And then Evan, no, Billy close behind. It's currently running in the top 10. 3 tenths up.
16 flat.
16 flat for Sam. It's fine. I think, who was it? Billy was on a really good lap, but invalidated. So here we go. We're going to see the times jump a little bit. Nathan's down. And that's the Alpine of Cody into the pit lane. So here we go then. The first car to cross the line as the checkered flag waves is Nathan, but he is invalid. So we look forward to Evan, who's up by just under a tenth. He must have literally 0 ERS, 3% as he crosses the line. Can he improve? And he does. Pit to P9, does Evan. Very nice, but now we're going to see the front runners. Sam's off. That's somehow valid. He crosses the line, and he's into the fours. By 1,000th, he gets into the fours. And now his competition comes behind him. Sin Icon, that's it for him.
Could do it here.
Could Bram do it? Where is he now? He crosses the final corner, and now he approaches the line. Can he beat his teammate? No, but he gets onto the front row. Does Bram, and he makes it an all-Ferrari front row. And Frosty Life can't defeat them this time round. JJ Francis invalidates, and I think that's it. As McLaren are 10th and 9th. Erosia couldn't improve. Lucas P8, he'll be happy with that. What about Smithy? He's up. He's down by a little bit. But we're just waiting for these two to cross the line, then that'll be it. Smithy, P11, he splits the McLarens, and JJ Francis, that'll be it. So that is it. Sam is on pole position. Ferrari front row lockout yet again. And what a lap for the Ferrari drivers. I said it's going to take some lap to get into the fours, and by 1,000th, he has done that. What a lap. But like you said, Chaz, the Dutch Dodo coming in clutch at the end. P3, I'm sure he'll have a very nice run down into turn 1 behind the Ferraris. And then comes Frosty Life, like we thought. Frosty going to deliver in the qualifying, and I'm sure he'll be fine with the top 4. Sin, he was a bit worried before this race, but I'm sure P5 he will be happy with, as his teammate is going to start 16th and has got it all to do. 9,000ths in front of Cody, they share the third row. And then comes JJ Francis. Luca, once again, another top 10 start. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Erosia will be disappointed to be 8 tenths off, down in 9th. Then we have Evan completing the top 10. After a third run in a row with no ERS, Evan P10. That is definitely one of the laps of the session, I think.
That's very good.
Indeed.
I just want to bring your attention. Logan's obviously watching the stream right now, and when I said surprised he didn't come out, he messaged me. He shot me a message saying tactics. So I'm quite interested to see what that means.
Sorry, say that again? I was just checking the chats.
Logan, when I said he's not coming out again, I'm not sure why. He shot me a message saying tactics.
Oh, tactics.
So I'm very interested.
Interesting.
Very interested to see what he wants to do.
I wonder if Ben Dover's racing. I don't know why I said that. So I got told by Thies to say that. Right. We're 20 seconds away from the lights. And it is going to be a dry race.
Oh, yeah, the formation lap's off, isn't it?
It is indeed. So they're getting ready with their strategy, fuel load, maybe some tweaks to the setup. But all the talking stops here. And now the talking on track begins, as we're going to approach the 5 red lights for the Austrian Grand Prix. 16 drivers ahead of us. Bram starting at the front, his closest rival starting at the back. Round 10 of 22. What will happen now as the lights are out and the cars are away, as Sam gets away now as the revs rise? This is delayed. Oh, we have to restart.
Oh,
Yep,
come on.
restart.
Oh, really?
Yep,
For Christ's sake, man.
again. I'm going to take a quick pic of the race director. Just so I know the
The
grid.
Dutch Dodo and Frosty Life jumped the start because of
It doesn't
that.
matter, we're restarting.
So did Nathan, I think. What a game! What an amazing game, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Right. Safety car glitch lap 1 again. And there goes the Ferrari straight line. I was hyping it up and I was like, yeah, I know that usually the cars are a bit delayed, but this one especially is delayed. And I was wondering why. And now we know, so god damn it. Will, if you can put a message in the announcements. Oh, you've already done it.
Has,
cool. Yeah. Cheers. Haven't had a restart in a few races, but obviously this game likes to screw people over. Apologies, just gonna have to wait another, what, 5 minutes maybe? Maybe 4. I'll just invite you, Chaz, and then if you can invite some others as well. We'll get everyone in as quickly as possible. I need to spectate. Oh yeah, do the settings real quick. Clear. Not random. Right, there we go. If you press spectate, Chaz, and then I'll get the rest in.
Oh yeah.
Invite. Right. I can remember most of the grid. So, Bratty was last. Sam first. Sin just ahead of Cody. Frosty was ahead of Sin in
Oh,
fourth.
wait, what?
What?
That lobby really was glitched.
Why?
Jesus. Look what I'm about to send you.
Okay.
Logan just sent me a clip off of his stream.
Oh god. Ah, cheers, Adam. That makes it much easier. I can always rely on him
look
to
at
send
that.
this. Oh god. JJ, Evan. Oh, wow. Are we racing in the 1950s? Jesus. My god. Right, yeah, Will shared it. Right, let's get this thing done. Right, Sam, Bram, Noah, Frosty, Sin, Cody, JJ, Luca. I need to get Luca in. Oh god, Luca's like down at the bottom. There we go. Luca, then Evan, Logan, Bratty, then comes Callum, and ahead of him, waiting for, I think it's just Nathan and Luca. Oh wait, there's Luca, so someone else. JJ, Luca, Evan, no, someone's missing. Yeah, there we go. So Bratty, Logan, Callum, Nathan, Billy, Smithy, Evan. Oh, Horosia. We're missing Horosia. There he is. Horosia 9th. So Luca, JJ, blah 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 blah. Yep, there we go. Alright, second time's the charm. Let's go.
Luke is not in his car.
Oh,
An issue?
there he is.
Oh, he's in his car
got-
now.
I'll quickly double check. Because sometimes it does mess up the grid, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It's fine.
Oh no, what's going on in the Twitch chat? Adam, what's going on in the Twitch chat? I'm gonna
Ready
go
up.
and investigate.
Okay. I mean, in recent
It's your
weeks it's
Twi-
got.
Yeah, it's your Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, in recent weeks it's gotten a bit lively, but oh well.
No, Adam said something's going on.
Oh no. I never checked my chat during the race.
Adam just put Chaz F1 smells. God's sake.
Right then. Here we go, loading in.
And then Will just put like on God,
Oh,
just rub
I'll-
the balls and
I'll-
give them a good smacking.
Remember setups. They got it. Yeah, if you're listening, remember your setups, remember your race strategy, your fuel loads, all that, like I said before.
Chaz F1, more like Spaz F1.
Yeah, fair enough. Leaving me, it's his first day back in commentary. Yeah, you wanted this. Right, I mean, someone's probably just going to press ready up. So we're going to see that half a minute timer tick down soon. But yes, second try. So we've just passed 7:30. I've got spare batteries here just in case, because they did die during Canada when JJ Francis spun near at the final chicane and then his AI crashed into the wall. Chaz reading out the chat is so funny for no reason. I'm guessing we've loaded in early, because these players are
I
taking
swear,
ages. If I
F1
speak,
Union
I'm in
should
big
make
trouble.
some union with some bitches.
Alright. No comment. Right, 20 seconds. We're here for a race, not to read out hate comments.
Remember your setup videos.
Yes. Right then. Let's hype it up again. Talking stops now and the talking on track begins. So here we go then. The 5 lights are coming on and the revs will rise. Ferrari on the left,
Please
Ferrari on
work.
the right. Which one will lead into turn 1? Because it's lights out and away we go, and both Ferraris get away very well and very evenly. So Sam takes the lead into turn 1, and Cody's got a penalty, and Sin's up to 3rd already, as the Williams has dropped down to 4th. Now, who makes it
Oh my
facing
God.
forward? I think they all have indeed, but Billy's dropped down to last, as, no, he's spun. So down into turn 2, the Ferraris neck and neck nearly, as Sin Icon watching it all unfold. And then we got some battles. Too wide as there's a Mercedes completely sent it down into turn 3. What was Callum thinking as he said, as there's a collision between Erosia and Bratty Terror. So Bratty Terror's got caught up in a collision with Erosia, and that's going to be looked at after the race. But the Ferraris lead out in front from Sim, from JJ, who's made a great start. Noah battling away with Cody, who gets him in a 5th, but he's got the inside line on the hard compound tyres. Cody hits the back of him, and now he's going to try the switchback, as they're still wheel to wheel. We got yellows still with Callum, and they're wheel to wheel, and they nearly collide, but it's great racing between them to stay facing forward for the both of them. Evan up to 7th, third of Frosty, who's dropped down. Smithy up, and so is Nathan to round up the top 10, and so is Logan, should I say. Luca's dropped down to 12th. Billy 13th. Bratty has got it all to do. Herosia and Callum as Sam finishes lap 1. Chaz, that was a hectic lap 1.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened at the back, to be honest.
Billy got spun somewhere.
Yeah, Billy got spun into the first corner.
Right. And then there was a collision between Bratty and Herosia, and then Callum absolutely like just straight line nearly. But Logan and it's Callum's out. Okay, he's given up. Okay, so he's in the pit lane as Noah.
Did he feel guilty about the incident he caused?
I'm not sure, but whatever the case, he's given up. It's Frosty and Evan are battling, and Noah and Cody are battling. And Evan tries to send it on Frosty and gets spun. I'm not sure. Oh! There's a bit of a collision there. I think Smithy hit his AI.
Oh my God.
As Evan's dropping down places. He's battling with his brother now as they're wheel to wheel. The medium runner versus the hard runner. They bang wheels, and the brothers have collided. And I think that's the second
for
time.
God's sake, guys.
Keep it facing forward, even if it's not even blood related. But the Ferraris
I'd
are
love
leading
to be
out.
in that household right
Oh wow! Sin Icon then up into third as Luca is back up into 8th because Smithy has dropped down as he's got Nathan all over the back of him. Let's check now the telemetry. No, he hasn't listened. No, he's down to 9% by lap 3.
This Twitch chat is so weird,
Goofy.
man.
I know. Right.
Have you seen what These has said?
These says something weird every minute. So Sin Icon has got
I'm not
JJ
gonna read
Francis under pressure. They've got the same amount of ERS, but JJ has the DRS. And will he try and move down the inside of Sin Icon? Yes, he will. The AlphaTauri tries to get ahead of the Red Bull, and they both spin. Sin Icon spin, should I say, as JJ Francis, I'm guessing, must have not left enough space because Sin has now dropped to 7th. He was on the outside, and usually when you are on the outside of turn 4 and you are a Red Bull, you are going to get spun. And that happened just now, and Frosty, Cody and Noah have gained a place from it. And that just gives more delight to Ferrari at the moment. Hirosia running down in last on the hards with Bratty, Logan and Noah running the same compound, everyone else on the mediums. The only penalty so far is Cody. We saw it right at the start. 5 second for... I'm forgetting what. Must have been for a collision. There's Evan getting the other penalty. A 3 second. As losing the rear as Noah, and that's going to set him up to lose ground against Cody and Frosty. Watching this all unfold, we'll watch it from the POV of Frosty as the 2 cars in front go wheel to wheel. And can Frosty just about not hit the back of Cody, but Cody's hit the back of Noah, and now he's going to gain another place as Noah's dropping down. Sin's watching this all unfold, and Frosty may get the pair of them as he's going around the outside of the Alpine. Can he keep it clean? The Alpine nearly runs him off road, but Frosty's going to hang on in there, and he's going to get the move done. Round the outside goes Frosty Life, and he's got the pair of them on 1 lap. Brilliant stuff from the Mercedes.
Brilliant, consistent driving from Frosty Life, and now he's very much focused on JJ Francis in front, but Pro Cody is going to pile the pressure on him as we go into the final part of the lap. The Dutch Dodo, Cody nearly spinning it there. He kind of very aggressively swerved back onto the racing line.
Yeah,
but with the DRS, he's going to get ever closer to Frosty Life now. 3 DRS zones in a row.
Yeah,
Surely he's going to give him that advantage he needs.
There's an Alpine fighting a Williams, and then further down there's another Alpine fighting a Williams. But yes, who's that? Sin Icon making a move on Noah as Cody just stays behind. Noah, Smithy. Yeah, I was right. Noah breaks later against Sin, and he keeps in front. But like you said, Chaz, yeah, Cody just getting a bit all wrong in the last corner, and now he's lost ground to Frosty Life. Sin just has to stay behind for now. But yeah, Sam looking for that win after it's been taken away quite a few times. He's got a good gap to his teammate. And JJ Francis currently running in the podium at the moment. Let's see if he can hold on to this.
We were talking about Nathan and his ERS shenanigans. He's on 13% at the minute.
Wow,
so,
he saved 5%. Let's see. If he is listening, then just keep saving. You've already used it all. But what's happened to Frosty Life?
Oh, Frosty's gone!
He's spun in the last corner as Cody hit him. Has he lost it on his own? Whatever's happened, it's lost him a lot of ground. As here comes Logan and Nathan, like we were talking about, using his ERS on the straight. And he's going to try and get past Frosty. Will he send it? Nope. Holding for now. As here comes Sin Icon then. Battling Noah, wheel to wheel. Nearly banging wheels. As he's going to try around the outside on the mediums versus the hards. Can he get this move done? He can, you know. And what a move. But here comes, Noah. Sliding out of the exit. But with DRS. So does Sin Icon have it as well. And he gets in front. Great move from the Red Bull. And Noah just has to sit behind for now. And Logan has lost out to Frosty on the hards. So it's not gaining him much time. But yeah, we got a big scrap for P8 as Smithy leads them as we have this helicopter shot. Yeah, massive train. As I'll tell you what, who's closing on the back of all this? Bratty Terror. You can see from Smithy, everyone down is within a second of one another. As there's a fight for P4 going on. As Sin Icon looks to regain ground after contact with JJ Francis in turn 4. But yeah, look at this train that Smithy's holding down now. Logan on 90% ERS, running in the last position of the top 10. Seeing Frosty now battle Smithy with DRS, and I think he's just going to go clear of him as Smithy's light is flashing. And the Mercedes gets in front, but Smithy, will he brake later? No, he'll stay behind for now. It's Nathan and Evan now battling, locking wheels, and now they're going to go wheel to wheel along the straight. Evan has DRS, and they really are neck and neck heading into turn 4. Who's going to prevail out in front? Who's going to brake later? They both brake later. They bang wheels, and Evan's going to hang it around the outside. Nathan's not letting this one go without a fight, and they're still going to go wheel to wheel into turn 6, and Evan runs Nathan nearly off road, and they bang wheels again. He loses the rear, and now this might allow Nathan to get in front, and it does get him in front as Bratty's watching this unfold as Noah now has been pushing his luck, and Noah spins. That's why. And he's dropped down, and here comes Frosty. Same corner, well, a bit earlier, as Bratty gets past Evan, as Evan's had a mistake now, as Cody gets another penalty, and it's all kicking off.
Yeah, Evan. I could kind of see that coming, not gonna lie, with the aggressive nature of his fight with Nathan just then. Frosty has passed the Dutch Dodo, so he's making back up the places that he lost from that spin.
Sin within a second of Cody. That train has started to edge out a bit. Here comes Bratty Terror then on his comeback drive then. He got past Evan because of the mistake, and now this is probably his first actual overtake, and he's got past He's got past Nathan on the mediums. Those hards are going to go through a graining phase soon, but after that he should be on some really good pace. But looking at leader, he is 18 seconds off Sam at the moment, who's got a 3-second gap now to his teammate. Really good pace. We got a yellow. Oh, Cody!
Cody's gone.
Oh,
yeah.
that corner, that final, just before you enter the final corner complex, catching so many drivers out. Luca is a driver who's gained massively from all these spins, up into 6, now battling for 5th. Sin now, pretty much where he was.
Look at this, they're almost 3 wide for P9 here, and
oh,
Smithy's
wow.
been overtaken twice.
Smithy dropping down out of the points, and here comes Billy, but he's got that exit all wrong, but he stays in front. 52%, 71%.
He's lost 3 places in Smithy.
He has, as Bratty's now made another move, and now he's got Billy in front of him, and that's points for Bratty if he can get past. But here comes Smithy back round the outside. He's not letting this one go, and you know what? He's got back past. But Josh is now going to use whatever ERS he has left, which is pretty much none, as they're wheel-to-wheel heading into turn 4. Josh seems to go late on the brakes. Smithy hangs it round the outside, but has to let it go, as Nathan's watching this all unfold. So Bratty, at the moment, is scoring points due to 2 of the 3 in front of him having penalties.
Yeah, I think this is probably the most entertainment we're going to get out on track at the minute, because there are no really big fights going on further towards the front. So
there's 15 drivers. We'll get a safety car, I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So as we approach lap 10 already, nearly a third of the way into this race, as the top 5 are really separated. I'd call even the top 6, but Frosty's closing in. So wheel to wheel I just saw there, I think. Did I? Never mind. Nathan on the back of Smithy, but he's still in DRS. Here comes Bratty Terror then. This is where he's going to get into the points, as he goes around the outside of Billy, who brakes later. Can Bratty try the switch with the DRS and the ERS? And he goes to the inside, and Billy lets him go. He's going to use his ERS to try and get within the slip, but Bratty now into the top 10. Now he's got Logan up in front next, with a lot of ERS to use, and on the same strategy as him. Sam has been pushing too hard now, and gets a time penalty. And with Bram only under 3 seconds behind, that is very interesting. Chaz, could you check Bram to see if he has any warnings?
Certainly.
Thank you very much.
Give me a second.
JJ Francis 4 seconds off them. 2.2 clear of Sin, who's closing in a bit. There's Frosty.
He's got 2, and he got them on the same lap.
Wait, let me check.
He got them both on lap 3.
Interesting. That might. Oh, there's definitely no collisions. So, yeah, he got 2 exceeding on the same lap. Interesting. As we got a yellow. What's the yellow for? Was that for Evan? I'm not too sure. Right, look at this battle between Erosia, Nathan, and Smithy as Nathan breaks very
Look
late
at
indeed. And he has a bit of contact as all three of them go off.
All three of them went off.
Yeah, as Nathan prevails out in front. He broke later. He turned in a bit on Erosia. And Bratty Terror now gets ahead of Logan. And is Logan going to fight it? He's going to try and hold it around the outside. But going on the curb, Bratty now up into 9th now, as Logan has to sit in behind. But yeah, crazy battle between the three drivers and all of the three going off. But yeah, that might be looked at. But we got a yellow, and it's up in front because it's JJ Francis who has now fallen victim to the turn 8-9 complex. And now Luca is up into 6th again. He gets past JJ, and then comes Noah, and Frosty's back up into 5th. So Sin now in 3rd as Evan gets a 2nd penalty. Spin galore, and there's another one. Erosia, final corner, as Smithy's in the pit lane. Early stop for him. As Bram nearly outside of 3 seconds of his teammate. Let's see what else is happening. Bratty's got about a 3-second gap to gain on Noah. Noah is the leading hard runner. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I got to shout out the Red Bulls because they made their debut at Austria this time last season. Sin was running a preset because he didn't really have much knowledge of setups. Finished P11 in the end in the wet. So he's having a much better race. After 1 season, 3 wins, he's come a long way. And his teammate Bratty finishing P2 here on debut. Only losing out to the 0-stopping world champion of last season, Thies, in the Ferrari by just enough time to get the win. But Bratty, yeah, P2 on debut. Finally got that first win in Portugal a couple of weeks back. He's got it all to do from that qualifying ban with his teammate nearly fighting for the win. Depends about the pace. At the moment, he's only going to get 2nd. But that 33-point gap Bram has is going to be extended at the moment. So, little battle here between JJ and Noah. And Luca right in front of them. Noah hangs it round. And now he's going to get DRS. 71, 79. They're very close. But here comes Noah. He's going to use it. Go to the inside. JJ covers him off. Covers the outside too. And he's going to have to hold back for now. Good placement from the AlphaTauri who hits the back of Luca. That is not good placement because now he's definitely going to get a penalty for that. He had a collision with Sin. He's had a collision with Luca. And he really needs to stay out of the wars. As Cody gets, wow, 11 seconds now. Such unlucky moment for Luca as JJ now drops down. Oh, what's he doing? Does he feel bad or something? Is he going to give it back?
I don't know.
There goes Luca. Yeah,
I think
he's
he
sped
has.
up. As who's this in? Billy. So yeah, JJ slowed down a hell of a lot. He's lost a lot of time just to give that place to Luca. And he's in fact given another place to Nathan. Closest battle is indeed Nathan and JJ as Nathan goes off. Mistake from the Aston who gets a penalty for exceeding track limits. And there goes the AlphaTauri. And now they're going to battle again is Luca and JJ. So that promotes Bratty another 2 places, I've just realised. From Luca spinning and JJ giving up all that time. That's another 2 places for the Red Bull. Oh, just caught that. Cody spun. And Noah's and Frosty spun as well.
But they're both. Yeah, they've both gone.
And that gives another place. And that gives 2 more places to Bratty Terror.
How has he done this?
Oh, 2 places last lap, 2 places this lap. I mean, Cody's going to be on him, but that is now P5 and P4 for the hard runners. What's the gap now? 21 seconds. I mean, he's lost 3 seconds since the last time I checked, but he has gained so much time. That must be Frosty's 3rd spin of the race. As Cody's got a 3rd damn penalty, as well as the 4th for the 5 second. Bratty now within 3 seconds of Noah. And yeah, Red Bull. They may still be losing a lot of ground to Ferrari, but yeah, this is going better than they thought. As Logan, Cody, Luca, what's going on? Wait, what? Here we go. Logan's getting past Cody. Cody late on the brakes to try and stay alongside Herosia's left. Let's try and get him back in. As they're still wheel to wheel. I'll invite him after this. As they're bang wheels, he goes off, and Cody into the gravel, and he spins round. That seemed a bit unnecessary. Right to game. There we go. Oh, unlucky there. But yeah, Cody off into the gravel, dropping places, as Bram is into the pits. I thought something happened. But yes,
yeah, I was gonna say, I wasn't happy then.
Right, qualifying. The pit stop window has opened, and the second Ferrari in this race is the first to blink. As where will he come out? There's Bratty Terror, there's Bram, and the two championship protagonists are now within a second of one another, and it's Bram on newer tyres, but the same tyres to Bratty, just behind him. So this will depict, because he's now got a bit of traffic to negotiate his way through. But DRS as well, as Cody's retired in the pit lane. And that shouldn't bring out anything. If the game is, you know, got some sense of morality. As Erosia's back in, that's good to see. Up in 8th, not too shabby. But yeah, we're nearly approaching half race distance, so we haven't had any kind of safety car yet, Chaz.
Yeah.
It's weird, but now Sam's in. And will Sin follow him? He does indeed.
I'd be very surprised if we go a whole race without a safety car.
It will be very surprising. Noah and Bratty will stay out, and that does mean we are going to get a fight between Bram and Josh. You can see Josh's tyres much older than Bram's. So here we go. Will Bram try into turn 1? Bratty goes defensive to cover him off. Bram goes around the outside of the Red Bull. They're going to go wheel to wheel, and they bang wheels a little bit, but they keep enough distance between them to call it hard racing. And Josh just has to concede for now. He was aggressive. He didn't let him go without a fight, but now he's just going to have to hold and sit behind him. But will he have a go back at him? 10% compared to 46. They're both burning it, but Josh has got the advantage of DRS. And will he try and have a go on his title rival? He goes to the inside, and he brakes earlier because Bram holds it on the outside, and he just keeps ahead. Good racing from the top two in the title, and Bram will stay ahead. 3 seconds behind his teammate, so no love lost really between the gap of teammates, but Noah in between them. Hasn't stopped yet. Got a penalty, but yeah, they're really close now. I mean, 2 of them haven't pitted, but yeah, this will be close because obviously they're going to be on the quicker mediums towards the end. And if we do get a safety car right now, this might hurt Ferrari. And I've just realised we've got 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris and 2 Williams in the top 6. We got the top 3 constructors all in the top 6. That's, instead swap Mercedes for Williams and you've pretty much got, you know, real life. And then we've got Horosia, aka the Bottas, I guess. And then we got a yellow because Evan has spun. Down to
Evan's race kind of unravelled, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He set a really good lap in quali despite the circumstances, and it's kind of
just gone a bit downhill from there.
Yeah.
No real actual close battles at the moment. People within DRS of one another. Mainly the closest is the 2 that, you know, had a collision into the next corner we're about to approach, because JJ is all over the back of Luca, who's got no ERS really. And here comes JJ switching to the inside as Bram now gets himself a 3-second, and that closes the door off for JJ to get in front of Luca properly this time. And that means both Ferraris now have a penalty and both Red Bulls still without one. So if we do get that safety car, this could change the race around. But at the moment, all 14 are keeping it out of the walls. And JJ, getting a penalty, is now going to be under pressure from Luca. Had a collision, but they're still fighting hard and respectfully. And Luca will keep behind him on the hards. As he's right on his rear, and will he try something into turn 1? You usually want to set it up for 2 and get them under pressure for 1. And that is what Luca's doing with 0 ERS to get a better exit, and still banging, still hitting the rear. And now here he goes. Will he try the inside or the outside? But JJ has enough ERS to keep in front, but still goes defensive on the outside and lets him go to get the DRS maybe, and Evans crashed! Is that going to be a safety car?
No, he hasn't.
Wait, what? But he's out. Oh, he retired on track. He must have gone into the pit lane and then retired. Anyway, back to JJ and Luca. They're still facing forward. That's a penalty for Luca, even before it even said it was. Cut the corner massively. So Evan entered the pits, retired, and now he is out. and then there were 13 on lap 19, and we still didn't have a pen. We still didn't have a safety car. We got a yellow, and it's just Evans AI.
Oh, that's gonna come out right in the way. Oh, it's ghosted,
yeah, he's ghosted. I've just noticed the top 3 have pens, and the bottom 4 have pens, and then there's just these 5 in the middle, or 6, should I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I was right the first time. 5. As he's parked up, it shouldn't cause anything. Yeah, Bram now closing in on Noah. Will he send it? The door's there, but Noah not letting him go. They bang wheels a little bit. Bram has to stay behind. This is holding him up a treat for Sam. And yeah, Bram just has to stay behind. This is allowing Brighty Terror to close in. And they're going to go wheel to wheel through turn 6. And Noah keeps in front on the older hards compared to Bram. And Bram just stays behind. Chaz, it just said you've created a looking post or whatever. I just got a notification for that.
That's strange. I thought I posted that before we got going.
Oh well. Luca?
Oh, he kind of cuts in front of him there, JJ Francis. But Luca's really on the back. Please don't send it here. Okay, he hasn't. Bram has got past the Dutch Dodo.
Just about as Noah. It gives him a little love
with
tap.
With the assistance of DRS, I assume.
Yeah, he got him, and then Noah kind of tapped his rear a little bit. But JJ still staying ahead of Luca as he nearly went to the back. Billy gets a pen, and I think Nathan got a pen as someone definitely got another pen. I think it was Luca actually. As battling with Noah, battling with Bram, should I say, with Noah has allowed Bratty to close in on probably his rival for today, Noah, in this race. Let's look at stops. As no, let's look at JJ versus Luca first, as Luca gets in front of JJ. Still waiting for Horosia and the 2 Williams and Bratty to pit. And here comes JJ Francis around the outside. They're having a great scrap. May have started with a running into the back to JJ on Luca, but it's turned out to be a pretty great scrap as Billy's watching this all unfold. And through turn 6, where quite a few have had a collision, they make it work. And they're just keeping clear, but it's a 3-way battle for P9. It's going great. And there's the first to pit out of the 2 Williams. It's Logan in the pit. So let's see where he ends up, because this will be a benchmark. Same with Horosia. This will be a benchmark to see where Bratty and Noah will end up.
I think he'll probably be just behind. Might just be behind Nathan.
Well,
he's going to come up behind Nathan, I think.
Yeah, here comes the 3-way scrap. I think Noah may actually clear them. It's going to be close.
He's going to separate Billy and Nathan.
He comes out just behind the battle. So considering Bratty was quite a few seconds up the road, I think Bratty's aim is to get in front of these 2 battling. And they're still wheel to wheel. Are JJ and Luca. And Luca doesn't leave enough space. And JJ has to go off the track as Billy's now wheel to wheel with JJ. And he's in the slipstream of Luca. And he could get both of them at the same time. But now JJ's in the slipstream as Billy's going to go to the outside. And JJ's going to go off track. And it's nearly 3 wide. And they just stay in front of one another as Luca follows Billy. Follows JJ now under pressure from the medium now runner of Logan, who goes around the outside of JJ, who just covers him off by braking laser, but Logan tries to switch back, banging wheels to let him know he's still there, and JJ goes off, and Logan gets the place.
Jesus.
But that is still going to be maybe questioned in the stewarding room as Bratty's in, as Noah's still staying out. This could be a good undercut for the Red Bull, and now we'll see after all that battling, has Bratty now got ahead of them? I think he has, as the Red Bull re-emerges this race in P6. Started 16th, and now has made up 10 places. May have been lucky with some spins, but he has had great pace. And now trails Frosty on hards by only 4 seconds. And now is going to try and undercut Noah, who's losing time, has a penalty. And we'll look back to Billy as he's ghosted for some reason. As Logan's trying to make his way past. He gets past one, and now he's going to get past the other. They're wheel to wheel, and they're trying to use all the ERS they can. As what is that? Right over to the left. As Luca just keeping clear of Billy, gets tagged, and they both go into the grass. No! Logan just trying to get through. JJ gets the pair of them. And what's happened there?
Oh my God!
What has happened there? 3.
What is Luca doing?
I have no clue. It's still going on. As no, Luca!
What is Luca doing?
Oh, Billy! What is happening on lap 23
what is Luca doing?
of the Austrian Grand Prix? Luca causing scenes at the moment. There goes Noah. Bratty's
Oh
in front
my-
of him.
Sid Icon has just... He's gone into the pits and come out while we've been looking at that. So has the Dutch
Has he?
Dodo. Yeah, they've both been in for their pit stop while that was going on.
Sin went into the pit 7 laps ago. Do you mean Noah? Oh, here comes a Rosier on Luca. Let's not have any chaos. And I think that's clear. So Rosier up to 8th. Logan up to 7th. He was just trying to get his way through, but collision after collision in the span of 3-4 corners. And it seemed like Luca was at the front of all of them. As Billy's out. And he's retired in the pit lane too, just like his teammate.
I think he has every right to be angry after that. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that was crazy. Then there were 12. Wow. So we have top 4 on hards, the following 4 on mediums, and then the final 4 on hards as well. So we've got a yellow, still Billy's car. Bratty Terror now, fastest lap of the race. 1.8 behind Frosty. He's taken he's taken over 2 seconds off him. The gap between him, as a Rosier is even quicker. The gap between him and the leader is still 25 seconds. The gap between him and his teammate is just under 10. He has done very well, even if he finishes 5th from last. But I'm sure he'll make it a Red Bull 3-4 minimum. And if he can get on the podium from a qualifying van, that would be brilliant. He may lose out to Bram by 3 points, but Bram
Has
started
anyone
on the
ever done
front
that
row.
before?
I mean, Bram went from 18th to 1st last season in Singapore. Pretty much did a last to first.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if he had a quali ban. I think he did have a quali ban. I had a quali ban in Saudi a couple seasons back and won, so you never know. Just thought I'd plug that. Right, the Williams behind them. So Frosty, like I said, well, I'm going to say now, I was going to say the top 3 in the constructors are making up the top 6, except Frosty is now within them, but now he's pitting. Is this his second stop? No, he's actually taken the hards all the way to lap 26. Wow. Right, looking further back, we'll put it on pens for now. So Bratty doesn't have to overtake Frosty. Is that really his only stop he's made? I was going to say, he's been in the pits already. That's his second stop. Weird. Okay. Well, he's down in 9th now. There we go. Right. So 8 seconds between Bratty to his teammate. They're of course going to have different pace. Bratty is flying at the moment. Look at that. It was 25 seconds. Now it's 23.7. We unfortunately only have 10 laps to go, so we would need to gain 2.3 seconds every lap to Sam. Well, actually, technically he's 20 seconds behind Sam, isn't he, Chaz? He only needs to gain 2 seconds per lap because of the penalty. And if Red Bull are praying, I'm betting they are praying for a safety car, because just look at what that would what implications that would have. Logan too, Hannah Rosier and Frosty and Smithy, they would all gain. But which one will cause it? Or even if we're going to even have one? I kind of hope we do, because we need some really crazy action. I mean, whatever Luca caused was crazy, but yeah. As Frosty does get past Luca. But it reminds me of Spain. Ferrari have been leading this entire race 1-2. They were a bit closer in Spain, but then they self-imploded. Oh no. Let's get him back in. That's going to lose him ground, unfortunately. Oh, Smithy and Nathan battling for the final point. Nathan tries to switch on Smithy. Smithy, of course, no penalties, so he will beat Nathan at the moment. As Nathan gets in front. And he stays in front. Both, yeah, look at that. Chaz, he's still using his ERS through the corners. He's on 0.
Wait. Oh my god.
Yeah, look, he's going to enter. Oh, he's still keeping it on.
Fair play to him. How does he not spin?
I have no clue. Smithy's really no bad. He's got pretty much the same little bit to play with, but DRS helped him. And helped him go around the outside, does Smithy. Nearly off track. does he? And he has to stay behind for now. JJ watching this. Smithy had to back out there. And Nathan covers the outside, the inside should I say. Smithy goes to the outside. On the curb a bit. Nathan leaves him enough room. This is a great scrap. Because JJ may even make it 3 wide soon. They're battling. All of them have no ERS, but Smithy gets the move. And will Nathan try and go round the outside? He breaks a bit later. He tags his wheel. Oh, and JJ
Ooh.
has tagged a bit too much there. And has hit the wall. I think he's gone scot-free. He's escaped from that scot-free of damage. And Smithy stays in front. Herosia, Frosty I think has just taken control. But yeah, Herosia closing in on Logan. They're both on the same tyre. So this is 4th position. No penalties for either. 20 seconds now between Bratty and Sam, or aka 17.6. Oh no, it's in the pit lane. I was going to say that. Oh wow, 5 DNFs and they've all been in the pit lane. And that's it for JJ. So only one of these 11 will not be scoring points. And at the moment, Herosia gets past Logan as Nathan tries to get past Smithy. Battles on. Smithy and Nathan. And Herosia and
they both
Logan.
just gone off track.
Wait, there's yellows everywhere. Frosty.
JJ Francis retired, and then there was a yellow there for Smithy and Nathan.
Yeah, Frosty and Luca. As Smithy. No, Smithy hasn't got a penalty. But Smithy got spun, I'm guessing, is what you said, Chaz. Did you see fully or? Got another yellow.
No, I didn't see it fully, but I have clipped it, so.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Nathan and Smithy were battling. Nathan came out on top because Smithy was in a spin. Herosia got past Logan. I think it was fair and square. He's just gone off, and he gets. They both get penalties. Herosia and Logan at the same time get a 3-second penalty. Noah, wait, what? Noah's only 1.1 behind Bratty. He's been pushing. Wow. Who has the fastest lap? Oh, it's close, but yeah, Herosia does. Interesting. So yeah, the top 3 in the constructors, but Herosia's crept into there now. Still 20 seconds. It looks like... Oh, Bram's got another penalty. And if Sin gains another second or so, Bratty's Terra's teammate could be taking 3 more points off his closest rival. And if we do have a safety car, that's going to be even worse. But we are running out of laps. I'm saying only about 2 more laps before there won't be any safety car chance. And that will be a massive surprise for a tier 2 race. But like I said,
yeah,
everyone's going to score points bar 1 at the moment. Like in previous races now, it's going to be Smithy at the moment, but he is still sticking with Nathan. Penalties galore, and Red Bull have avoided them at the moment, and so has Frosty. Logan keeping with Herosia. But at the moment, we haven't mentioned it much, but Sam out in front looks like he is going to get that first win. He's tried many a times now, and it looks like, what, 5th time's the charm? Maybe 4th. But he crosses the line to start lap 32. He's 5 laps away now from winning the Austrian Grand Prix. It's not over yet. Sin is, yeah, it was 7.2. Sin has now got it down to 6.7. If he gains 7 more tenths, then he could disrupt this 1-2 for Ferrari. As Noah's got a 3 second. So that's 6 seconds now of penalty. So Josh can afford to lose a place, because he'll still get back in front. 6.5 now between Sin and Bram. Bram, of course, has some ERS to use, though. Sin doesn't, really. They're all a bit spaced out now. Logan just outside of a second. Noah closing in on Bratty. And this might be the first in a while where we don't have an end of race safety car. I do not see any of these guys really binning it. because they're all scoring points bar one, and that one is still trying to fight for a point, so they all have a reason to still carry on. Noah closing with with Josh. Will he get it done? He's a lot closer this time. As Josh, for some reason, looking in his mirrors a bit too much. Frosty now gets a penalty, leaving only the Red Bulls to not have a penalty in this race. Lap 33.
Good consistency.
Yeah, but it's not really going to help them much unless Sin can find another half a second. Bram's got it down to 11% now. He's used 20 more. And it's going to be very close indeed. Oh, sorry, Smithy. I forgot. Smithy doesn't have any penalties. And yeah, I think Sam's about to start the last lap of potential safety car risk, I guess you could call it. Yeah, there we go. I don't think we can have a safety car now. As Bratty now gets a penalty. So that will void it. He's getting under he's falling under the pressure of Noah. But he can still afford to let Noah go and just stay within 3 seconds. If things get a bit too crazy. He's come from last to finish 4th, and I don't think he wants to throw that all away against Noah. So here we go. On lap 34, 3 to go. Here we go. Josh goes over to the right, but Noah's too quick and gets in front of the Red Bull. Yeah, he went defensive to the right, and Josh will try and get back at him, but Noah's got enough ERS to stay in front. And so has Bram against Sin, 7/10 still. So Luca's got a 4th penalty. That could drop him maybe down even to last. 58, yeah, it'll drop him to last at the moment. But after all that carnage that I think you said, Chaz, that Luca caused, he may finish last anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penalties don't really... it seems to lock him today.
Bratty may still have a go on Noah, have a little scrap. But it will be a Ferrari 1-2, and then a Red Bull 3-4, and a Williams 5-7, with Hirosia splitting them. Can Bratty get close enough? I don't think he can. Nathan gets a 2nd penalty. Smithy may be looking at P9 here, as it's borderline between Nathan and Luca. 6 on the dot, and there's 6 seconds between their penalties. So Nathan's going to have to push to try and get this P9. At the moment, he's not going to get it. So that's something to look forward to. Bratty Terror's definitely going to get P4 because he's hanging on to the Williams. But now Sam starts his final lap. Just got under 70 seconds left before he can become an EXFL Tier 2 race winner. Bram crosses the line. It looks like P2 is sealed unless Sin can have some last lap Lando in him. But he needs to gain 7/10 on the Ferrari. But it's been a flawless drive from the Maranello team. And can Bratty try and get past Noah? He's saved up a bit of ERS, has he? But so has Noah. He's not going to use it just yet. He's gaining. Staying behind as they're closing in on Sin a bit. But here we go. This is where Josh is going to use his ERS and the DRS and the slipstream to go round the outside of Noah. And will he just want to get P4 on the road? He gets ahead of Noah, and that is a clean overtake and a very nice one at that, as Noah will try and defend, but it's not enough. Good move from Josh at the end there, but all attention focuses to the front. We've had 5 different winners in the last 5 races, and now it's going to be 6 out of 6, and a new winner in EXFL Tier 2. It's Samuel Drake Lee taking the checkered flag and winning the Austrian Grand Prix. He finally gets his moment in the sun. He finally is a race winner in EXFL Tier 2, and he leads home a Ferrari 1-2. Does the Ferrari Scuderia, and Sin Icon will finish 3rd on the podium, and Bratty Terra will make it a Red Bull 3-4. Red Bull don't quite have the answer yet to challenge Ferrari in terms of taking back the lead. They have lost ground, but after a qualifying ban and a spin for Sin, they are happy to at least finish second best to the rest. Noah will get 5th, Herosia 6th, Logan 7th, Frosty 8th, and let's see, does Smithy get P9? Nathan hasn't done enough to keep within 6 seconds of... Oh, he goes off, but he hasn't done enough to keep within 6 seconds of Luca, so he will potentially not get any points. So here comes Smithy. Does he get P9? Yes, he does. Smithy gets points for the Alpine. Bravo. Staying out of trouble, not getting any pens. We did not have a single safety car or VSC, but it still wasn't short on drama. And Brighty Terror, driver of the day. From 16th to 4th, he can be proud of that. But yes, Sam on top. That was one of the more, I guess, how do I word it? More calmer races, but it was still a great result. Kind of like real life, you expect the top guys to be at the front, they were at the front. But it's still a great race. What do you think, Chaz?
I was very surprised to see no safety car.
Yeah.
But it does show some improvement, I guess.
Oh, from Canada, 100%. The amount of collisions and incidents we had to investigate. There were still quite a few. Like, that race wasn't flawless.
There will be certainly one specific, part of the race that will be investigated from Luca, but...
Yeah. I mean, he got 10th. I mean, Nathan still might get that point. It's only 1.4 seconds. But yes, dominant drive, lights to flag, pole position. Hiroshi got the fastest lap in the end, but yes, Sam bringing it home. And yes, massive congratulations to the Ferrari driver who we will have in the party soon for an interview. Try and invite him now. There he is. I've tried to invite Bram in the past, but apparently my invites don't go through to him. Do you have Bram as a friend, Chaz?
You were sorry?
Do you have Bram as a friend on Xbox?
Yes, I do.
If you can invite him, because sometimes mine don't go through. Right, he's here. Sam, are you there? Okay, if you can include your audio.
I've invited him.
Yeah, just
Cool,
with my
cool,
own
cool.
screen. There you go.
Alright, Samuel Drake Lee, you have just won the EXFL Tier 2 Austrian Grand Prix and have delivered your maiden win in this tier. How do you feel?
Well, obviously it's good to finally get the win. I mean, it's been a long time coming, hopefully, for me. Could have been Grand Slam. I think it was quite a dominant performance from me, which I was very happy with. The gap that I managed to gain on those hard tyres. Feel like I managed to put a good stint on those, but yeah, I was very happy to just lead the whole race. I mean, led every lap, but unfortunately that Grand Slam ain't going to be today, but hopefully that will come in a different race.
Indeed, and yes, that must have been the 4th or 5th attempt of trying to get the win, and yes, you finally have got it, and have taken Ferrari even further up the standings with their gap to Red Bull, so a flawless drive from the team. Chaz, any questions for our new race winner?
Not really. You seem to have it in your hands the whole time. Not really any errors, probably except the one penalty. But
yeah.
Did you ever feel the pressure coming in towards the end of that race? You know, you still have the big gap, but did you feel like...
I mean, at the end of the race, I was more focusing on where Bram would finish because I saw that gap was... He got a 6-second time penalty and the gap was around 6 seconds. So I was mainly just focusing on that throughout the last few laps of the race. I just tried to not spin, keep my tyre where as low as possible. And I tried to go for a fast lap a couple of times, but just never was enough. But yeah, it seemed like a... I don't really think there was much pressure on. I managed to gain a gap quite quickly in the beginning of the race. By lap 3, I had a 1-second gap to Bram, so I was like, calm. I'll just try and streak ahead, which I managed to do. So I was happy about that.
Right, we move on to our second place finisher, Bram. You extend your lead in the championship, in both championships, with your rival, closest rival, Brighty Terror, finishing 4th from last. How do you feel how that race went?
Most perfect race. My pace was not the best around here.
Too many small mistakes, and then at the end I had too little fuel, so I had to save for like the last quarter of the race, which almost costed me my P2 to be a P3. Luckily enough, I had saved enough and still had more than a 6 second gap. But for next week, overfuel the car a bit more. Half a lap wasn't enough, sadly enough.
Indeed.
Trade 1-2.
Yeah, I think Britain, Silverstone usually does require a lot of fuel intake. So, but yes, Ferrari 1-2, brilliant result for the team. And as we approach the halfway stage of the season, you have now got nearly a 40-point lead. So it's a comfortable gap, but it can change just like that. I guess a bit of a question for both of the Ferrari drivers. Were you surprised? Was there any worry of a potential safety car at the end? Because we didn't get one.
I was hoping for a safety car like for almost the entire race until I got that 6 seconds. And I thought yeah. But the thing is, you have races where you desperately need a safety car, and they never come out, and you have races you need a safety car. No, don't need a safety car, and they always come out. It's just bad luck.
I think if a safety car came out on lap 30, I think you two may have not liked the result because, yeah, considering at the time both Red Bulls and I think a Williams and a Mercedes. I think you could have, but Bram may have been losing out a bit. Anyway, on to P3 at the home GP of Red Bull. Sin Icon, P3, how you feel? Hello.
I'm good. I'm bro. Yeah.
How do you think that race went, though? You had a little collision with JJ Francis into turn 4.
Yeah, that was pretty much my fault. I was going off what you were teaching me before, and I think I kind of dove a little bit much, and I kind of nicked him. But I won't submit anything, and it was my fault. So.
Yeah, well, you came off worse into a spin, but you came back through the field. And closed in. Actually, now thinking about it, if you didn't have that spin, you may have been able to get Bram at the end. But
possibly, possibly.
Any words on your teammate? Great comeback from his qualifying ban to finish 4th.
No, actually, I think it was quite disappointing from the Red Bulls. I think I'd have to disagree with you there, Jaded. I feel like Bratty should have. I feel like Bratty should have been a bit more quicker. He in practice, he was miles quicker than me, and then he was only getting me 5 tenths a lap. He should have been getting me 2 seconds a lap. So it's a bit of a disappointing finish for Red Bull, but we'll come back next week stronger.
5 seconds a lap.
Outrageous.
Around a 1:06 lap time.
Yep.
Make a tier 3 for Sin Icon. Jesus.
Sin is goated.
Oh my lord. Right, well that's been the Tier 2 Season 6 Austrian Grand Prix. We still have the 3 drivers in the lobby as well as the party. But yes, I've been F1 Union. Chaz, any final word?
No, not really. I enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Alright, no worries. Yes, we will be back in 7 days' time for the halfway stage of the season. Back at home, the Silverstone circuit, the British Grand Prix. And we will see you then. 6 different winners in a row. Will it be a 7th? Will it be a new one? Or will someone repeat? Find out in 7 days' time. I've been F1 Union. This has been EXFL, and we'll see you then.